Alright, so what we have here is an original German World War II model M1940 steel helmet, or Stahlhelm. This particular one was produced by the factory Quist. They are pretty easy to identify by the shape, by the vent hole, and the thick steel. They're always really heavy. And of course, you can identify them by the stamp right here. You can see the Q right there, which is of course the manufacturer Quist, and 64, that's the shell size of the helmet. Then in the back, we can see the lot number right there. Quist helmets are always very nicely marked. You can see the stamp is really deep. You can even see it through the steel on the other side. But I was able to buy this original helmet for a very good price. Also, something I want to show you is like this thick rim, a very thick rim. Quist helmets are always really high quality. And also an interesting thing about Quist helmets is that, of course, in 1942, most companies adopted the M42 helmet, the M1942 helmet. But the factory Quist actually continued to produce M1940 helmets until late 1944. So you can also find very late war M40 helmets, even though they were not produced in 1940. So like I already said, this is an original shell. Somewhere in its life, it was painted black. As you can see the brush strokes everywhere. I think this helmet was probably used for something like the fire department. Someone decided to check for a decal. As you can see, the black paint has been removed right there. But unfortunately, there was nothing to find. So this is what I got right now, an original German World War II M40 helmet shell, painted black after the war. And this is of course a perfect helmet to restore. So the first thing we are going to do is remove the black paint. But yeah, it's a very nice helmet, great condition, no rust. So let's get started. All right, so like I just said, we are going to remove the paint, and we are going to do that obviously with paint remover. And we're going to use some gloves because we do not want to remove our skin. There we go. We have this disgusting stuff again. Okay, let's start with the inside. The layer of paint is actually pretty thin. I'm not sure what kind of paint it is, so I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see. Alright, so the inside has been done. Now working on the outside. Just like I always say, this stuff looks disgusting. Alright, so as you can see, the helmet is now completely covered in paint remover. So we're going to see what happens. Looks like something is already happening right there. Actually, I think I'm gonna put one more layer on it right now, and then I'm gonna leave, do some chores, and when I come back, I'm gonna take a look at the result. So, just came home, and of course, Dutch weather is unpredictable. The weather forecast said it was not going to rain, but of course, you come back, and everything is wet. Luckily, we always have a solution. Let me take these out of the way. I use these to keep the plastic in place. So, I really wonder if something happened to the paint. Let's take a look. Oh my god. Look at that. That's bare steel right there. That is perfect. All right. Seems like we have success. Ugh, everything is sticking to my gloves. Look at that. See? That's what I mean with the weather is unpredictable. Now suddenly the sun is shining out of nowhere. Welcome to the Netherlands. You see there's a little bit of rust right there. And this rust was actually underneath the paint. So we need to get rid of that. There we go. It's already gone. Okay, this is what we got so far. I've been cleaning it up a little bit, and it looks very good. I noticed something on the inside right here, which is interesting. You can see right here at the rim there is a crack. And I have another late war produced M40 from Quist, which has also a crack on the rim. So that definitely has to do something with the heat treat. Late war steel, perhaps. So that's pretty interesting to see that this helmet has the same thing. It's definitely no war damage, but it has to do with the heat treat for sure. Well, here we go. As you can see, the helmet is completely clean. There is no paint left on the helmet itself. You can see the steel. It's very nice. As you can see, it's very easy to see the markings right now. T1236, and right here we can see Q64. So we're done with cleaning the helmet, and if we want to, we can actually already spray the helmet, which is exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so here's our helmet. We are going to spray it with Feldgrau. This comes from the website D-Day 1944. We're gonna start with the inside. While we're doing this, I'm also going to do the split pins. Right here, I have 3 split pins for the liner later. So we're going to do those 2 at the same time. Here we have the washers. We don't have to spray those, of course. And like I always do, use a piece of cardboard. Just poke them through. And of course, it's starting to rain again. Nice late war split pins. I had to change the camera angle because of the rain. There we go. Alright, so the helmet is drying a little bit, and you can already see the texture is going to be beautiful. Let me give you a close-up right there. You can see it. Looks really good. I love how you can just see the stamp through the steel right there. Q64. When this is dry, this helmet is gonna look amazing. All right, so as you can see, we are now actually able to touch the helmet. The paint dries pretty fast. It looks fantastic. It's a little bit wet still there on this side. Right now I'm gonna spray the inside one more time, and after that the outside one more time, and then we're gonna let it dry.
Jawohl, Stahlhelm.
Well, as you can see, our German Stahlhelm is now drying inside, and it's in the sun, which is very nice. Really happy with the results so far. Looks amazing. Look at the texture. And of course here we have the split pins, which we also sprayed twice, of course. Really, really nice. Alright, so it's a new day. It's a little bit chilly outside actually, but it's not raining, so that's a good thing. But here is the result of our helmet so far. As you can see, the paint is completely dry and the texture looks amazing. Of course, later we are going to apply a decal right there. But first, we are going to install the liner. All right, so what we have here is an original German World War II liner band. The leather itself is reproduction, but the liner band is original. And that is, of course, really nice when you're going to restore a helmet to use original parts. Right here, you can see a stamp. It says 57, which is the head size of the person wearing the helmet, and the shell size 64. And on the other side, we have another stamp right here. That's the factory stamp, Metallwarenfabrik 1943, and 1943 means 1943. So yeah, a nice later war original liner band. So that's perfect for our helmet. Also, right here I have the split pins. They also look amazing. So this is going to be the back of the helmet. That's where the split pin goes. And here we have, of course, also a chin strap. The chin strap contains of 2 pieces, one with the buckle, and this one, the long piece. There we go. Oh my god, this wind. The weather is not so nice today. There we go. This one right here. There we go. There's our chin strap. Alright, so we have this little rope in here, but this is not really the best replica, so we're just gonna take that out. There we go. This rope is more historically correct. Here we go. Ow. You're probably wondering why I'm lighting a candle, and no, it's not for remembering the animal that died for the leather. It's for something else, and I am about to show you why. Okay, so I was basically forced to go film inside because suddenly 10 million police cars and ambulances and everything and planes and whatever could make noise, people blasting radios and blah blah blah. And it started to rain and it started to like be windy and my candle was blowing out and blah. Everything suddenly started working against me. So I was basically forced to go film inside the studio because outside is not the best place to be at this moment. So we are going to continue right here, and I'm going to show you why I am burning this candle. It's actually for a very simple reason. It's to use the candle wax. Here we go. This is going to dry up, and when it's dry, it's going to be easy to plug this through all these little holes inside the leather. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start right here in the back, and just going to go from under. There we go. Just like shoelaces, basically. There we go. Perfect. Now it's time to actually install the liner. Like I said before, this is going to be the back, the one with the round hole, and the ones on the side look like that. So here we go. And you already know that it's gonna fit perfectly because it's original. Like lately I'm having trouble with replica liners that they just don't fit well. But an original shell and an original liner band is always going to fit perfectly. German quality. Here, of course, we have our split pins. These are nice replica split pins. They're marked right there as well. Alright, let's start with the one on the back. Here we have the washers. These are important too. I am going to push this split pin through this hole, and then you can see on the other side and the inside, actually you can see it right there. Let me first push it down. There we go. Be sure that it's nice and tight. This is not the ideal position sitting on the ground in the studio, but that's because I was forced to go inside. Anyways, here we go. So now you see the split pin right there, and now you want this washer to be right there. God. You're gonna push this split pin through. This is, like I said before in my previous restoration video, it's a lot harder with World War II helmets than it is with World War I helmets. But be sure that it's nice and tight, and while you're doing that, you just push this to the side like that, and then you're good. Look at that. Really nice. And you do the exact same thing with the ones on the side. Here it is, a factory new German World War II M1940 Stahlhelm. At this point still in mint condition. We are going to apply a eagle right here on this side, and then we are done, and this helmet is ready for action. Alright, so this is the most frustrating part, and that is applying the decal. So this is a high quality reproduction decal from D-Day 1944. I have this special glue with it, and here we have the decal itself. So here is our high quality German decal. What you need for this is pure turpentine, piece of metal. I always use a needle so you can adjust it still. The glue, obviously, which you will get together with the decal, and 2 brushes and water and a piece of cloth. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this decal in here for at least 30 seconds. You want to put it inside the water right here for at least 30 seconds. First we're going to apply the glue right here. Something that's very important is make sure that everything is dust free, that there is nothing here. Just be sure to clean it a little bit and be sure that there's nothing right there, because this is where you want the decal to be. You want the eagle, of course, to be looking to the front. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply the glue. The decal is about this big, but you want to apply more glue than the size of the decal. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to apply the glue. Just put a lot of glue on it. And at the same time, we're also going to apply glue on our piece of metal here. And we're actually going to use that piece of metal to see when the glue is ready. So you can see we have enough glue on there. It's always a very frustrating moment because if this goes wrong, it's all ruined and you have to start over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the decal inside the water for at least 30 seconds. All right, so it's been 30 seconds. I'm going to take the decal outside of the water and place it on this piece of cloth right here. Now and then you can see, check if the glue is getting sticky. It's not getting sticky yet, so we're going to wait a little bit more. Yeah, it's getting sticky now. So we are ready. So our glue is ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it wet. And don't be afraid to put a lot of water on it. It's okay. You can see that the decal is moving around. So we're just going to place it right there and just pull the paper down. You want the decal to be right there. And don't think too much, just pull it down. Be very gentle. Hold your finger in place. There you go. And use a smooth piece of the paper to push the air bubbles out of the way. It is extremely important to be very gentle. No force on it. Just push it to the side and do this for a little bit. Seems like our decal is very nice and straight. And even if it wasn't, it's not a problem because these were hand applied and lots of times they were not straight at all. Some even ended up over here for some reason or whatever, you know. They were all done by hand. We're going to use pure turpentine to clean the glue, which is right here. So now we're going to use this piece of cloth to clean the helmet completely. And be very, very careful with the decal. You do not want to screw it up right now after so much work. So there we go. We now have our helmet officially done. It's going to take a few weeks for sure for this decal to be completely hard. So be very careful with it. Don't start smashing it around right now. You want to be really careful with it. So also if you would like to age your helmet, don't do it when you just apply the decal because the decal will unnaturally get damaged. So you don't want that to happen. You want to at least wait until everything is completely hardened. So here we go. We have our factory new German World War II M40 Stahlhelm. This is what a German helmet would have looked like when they came fresh from the factory. Okay, so here we are. The decal is nice and dry right now, as you can see. There's no air bubbles or anything underneath the decal at all. The helmet looks absolutely fantastic right now. Like I already said before, this is what a mint condition German helmet would have looked like back in the day. And as you can see, the liner is still, of course, brand new right now. We are going to age it a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit to make it look more authentic. Of course, back in the day, helmets actually looked like this when they were brand new, but we are going to make this helmet look a little bit more combat worn, but nothing too crazy. No scratches, no rust or anything. Just a little bit of, you know, dirt. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use a little bit of mud. It hasn't been 2 weeks since this decal was applied, so we still have to be a little bit careful, of course. So all we have to do is just this. Of course, as soon as I finished applying the mud and wanted the helmet to dry, it started to rain because this is the Netherlands. So I had to bring the helmet inside and let it dry in front of the heater. But as you can see, this is what it looks like right now. But obviously we're not done yet. Basically what we're gonna do right now is clean the helmet with our hands and with a brush like this. Just try to clean it. All right, and here we go. This is what the helmet looks like right now. Never been used ever. Well, of course it has been used during the Second World War, but I mean, never been used after the restoration, and it looks like it's combat worn already. Like I already said before, I'm not going to do anything crazy with scratches or anything right now. I want this helmet to just age more naturally by just using it and stuff during reenactments. Also, the inside is not aged yet or anything like that. Of course, I can make the leather look a little more worn and stuff like that with some oil, but right now this is what the helmet looks like. I have to say that I am very happy with the result at this point. It looks really nice. I think it's time to go inside because the weather is getting worse. So let's go. Let's be honest, this is a very cool looking German World War II M1940 Stahlhelm. And of course, like I already said, if you want the helmet to look like more combat worn, you can oil the liner, make it look dirty and stuff like that. I am not going to do that now. Like I already said, I want to age this helmet a little bit in a different way. Right here, for instance, I have another helmet that I did a while back. And this one is also an original helmet shell, obviously. Has a darker liner, as you can see. I used some oil on the inside right here, so it looks better. So I could do the same thing with that helmet. Also, it really depends what exactly you want the helmet to look like, because this one is also a helmet I did a while back. Also a single decal. This is an M42 helmet, and this one is aged different again. This color is more light, but the front here is more dirty. So it really depends what you want. Maybe one day I have to do a review of all my original restored helmet shells, just to give you a look. Well, here we are wearing our newly restored German World War II Stahlhelm. As you can see, it fits very nice on my head. Like I already mentioned before, the size 66 or 64 are the sizes that I always wear. As you can see, this is the perfect size for my head. Like I already said before, the liner and the chin strap are still looking brand new, but I want to age them naturally. Of course, you can speed up the process like I already showed you before with oils and stuff like that. With this helmet, I just want to do it a little bit different. The best way to do it, of course, is with the oil of your actual head, like sweat and just oil from your skin. That's gonna look really, really nice. But yeah, in order to do that, you have to reenact a lot, and there are not always reenactments. So there are lots of different ways you can still get a helmet like this very sweaty. For instance, by working in the garden and wearing the helmet, or using a different solution. I can tell you one thing, doing a workout and playing harmonica at the same time, it's a little bit of a challenge. If you're gonna do a workout session, why not just wear your German Stahlhelm and get it a little sweaty, right? Well, we're definitely marching right now, and I can feel already that I'm sweating, so I can feel the liner getting soaked in natural oils already, which is a good thing. I'm a pretty crazy guy. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like the video, please leave a like and a comment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I think we need to be a little more faster, because I heard something about some kind of invasion
in Normandy, so I better not be late. So I have stuff to do. See you guys again soon. Stay tuned for more videos. Jawohl! Oh, my pants! Oh!